Hello and welcome to the second week of WoW Stories and Memories. And before I continue, I just want to say thank you for everyone who submitted their story. On YouTube, I got one comment. However, on Reddit, I got so many comments and I read them all, and I was really fascinated by everyone's favorite zone. My favorite submission must have been from I Don't Have Weapon, with an E in the end, who said that Duskwood was his favorite place, and when he was 12 years old, it scared the shit out of him. But what was really cool about his story was that he met a friend there, and they met up in real life and became friends. And I mean, it wouldn't be the first time something like this happened, but the fact that he has Duskwood as his favorite place and where he met this friend is pretty cool, if you ask me. Anyhow, if you're new and you don't know what this video is about, I ask just one question every Friday and then I tell my answer, and I hope to get as money. And I hope to get as many people to respond their stories, and then I read them because I'm bored on a Friday night. So now that I have stalled you for 1 minute and 10 seconds approximately, let's get on to this week's question. And once again, if you do want to participate and answer, it can be long, it can be short, it doesn't really matter. I have lots of time on a Friday night. Just leave a comment below or just simply post it on Reddit. It doesn't really matter, whichever you do. So the question is, what is your favorite raid in World of Warcraft? And it can be any expansion whatsoever. To answer this, I have to also answer which my favorite expansion is. And if you've watched one or two videos of me, it should be pretty clear that it's Wrath of the Lich King. Otherwise, I have failed to promote my very core message on my channel. Core message. So it all started when I actually started playing World of Warcraft for real. I've been playing World of Warcraft on and on for many years. I started playing at the end of TBC on retail, and I think I even played earlier on my friend's computer, but nothing like that counts because I didn't really play like the actual game until later on, and that was on a private server called True WoW, which doesn't have as much population anymore, unfortunately, as it used to have on its golden days, so to speak. And since this was a Wrath of the Lich King server, I naturally also learned everything there. How to raid, how to communicate with others on voice chat. But to answer the question, it should be real simple. If you know that it's a Wrath of the Lich King server, you also know that it's 3.3.5 patch. And you know which raid is out then. It's obviously TOC. TOC, I love... Jokes aside, I don't think anyone has TOC as their favorite raid, but if someone knows anyone who has them, please send that person to explain to me why TOC would be their favorite raid. But no, ICC is in my heart, so to speak, when it comes to my favorite raid, and I just adore it. You know you have the perfect raid, in my opinion, when it comes to balancing casual boss killing versus elite boss killing. The very first boss in IC is a reminder of the golden rule of raiding. Fire is bad. I mean, if your raid doesn't pass the first boss, they should probably not raid in the first place at all. In fact, they should probably just stop playing, because if they can't PvE, then I doubt they can PvP. So yeah, there's that. There's always the option to just level characters, you know, that's fine. Jokes aside, I think that ICC has a very good structure of bosses. You start off with 4 quite easy bosses just to confirm that your raid is ready for the most basic thing, and then you have 3 wings. So in worst case scenario, if you have a quite decent raid, you should probably still be able to accomplish quite a lot and get lots of loot for your guild. And you can always give the ID to people who actually have the gear to finish off the whole raid. That's what we did a lot of the time in our guild. My favorite boss from IC has varied from being Syndragosa to being Professor Putricide to even Lich King. I just love being the abomination at Professor, and Syndragosa is a dragon and I love dragons, so yeah, there's that. I think that a lot of people love the Wrath of the Lich King, the expansion itself, because of Arthas. I would be wrong to say that Blizzard ran out of ideas when they started introducing Cataclysm, but from players who played Warcraft 3, not that I did, they have followed Arthas before and got to see what actually happened to him, and now also had an amazing fight against him. So when Cataclysm came out, it was kinda meh. I wasn't really impressed by the Deathwing last boss encounter, you know? But hey, again, this is just me. You might have whatever opinion you have, you know? In any case, I'd like to finish off by saying that I'm probably very biased towards ICC because I have, after all, across different kinds of characters and accounts on True WoW, I've spent about 200 days of playtime. Yes, days, not hours, days. At very least inside ICC. There's been a lot of time in Uldor, TOC, and Ruby Sanctum, and some in Obsidian Sanctum, obviously. But nothing comes close to how much time I've been spending inside ICC, week after week after week, for almost 2 years. And many times with the same people, week after week. So yes, my opinion will most likely be a bit biased towards ICC, but you know, we all have our favorite raids because of something subjectively. It can't be objective on a subject like this. So, go ahead and tell me what your favorite raid is in World of Warcraft, either below this video or on Reddit, whichever. I will read it anyways. Until next time, have a nice one and cheers.